evening, everyone. I am coming again live to you. Now, I thought I wanted to come live with you because we talked about yesterday about what to do in the eye of a tantrum. Now, I thought today's live is a really good way to follow up with that, and I wanted to jump on here and talk to you about that. Now, I love seeing familiar faces on here, and so thanks so much for those who are able to join me live. And thanks also to any one of you who are taking the time out of your day to watch the replay. So if you are joining me live, say hi, pop up a hi, say hi, me. I know we're all so busy, so I really don't take it lightly that you are sharing a few minutes of your day with me here. Now, a few years ago, I remember an especially challenging day. My son seemed to wake up in a bad mood, whining, meltdown after meltdown, fit after fit. Then I made the mistake of going to a grocery store. As you can imagine, this did not end very well at all. That trip ended with me having to carry him out of the store. He was screaming, people were staring, and I was literally on the verge of tears. We finally made it to the car after what felt like probably hours, and that's when the tears began to roll down my cheeks. And I remember thinking that life wasn't supposed to be this difficult. I remember comparing my son to other children I had seen in the store, wondering why he couldn't ever seem to behave in public, and I blamed him. I felt awful. I felt like a bad mom, and I blamed myself. And have you ever felt like this? Have you ever had a day that goes from bad to worse in literally like a matter of seconds? Now, today I wanted to hop on here and share 10 quick tips to help you reset on a bad day. So I think it ties in perfectly with the Facebook Live I did yesterday in talking about what to do in the eye of that tantrum, because the truth is a bad morning does not have to ruin the rest of your day. It is totally possible to bounce back. So here are 10 ways to do that. So this is talking about 10 ways to reset. So something happens, go and get something to eat or drink. And no, I don't mean alcohol. Grab a snack for yourself and for your child, something you know they like, so you don't have to deal with more complaining. It's amazing how a full belly can lift a spirit, and I know it does for me, so it has to for our children. Say the words, let's reset. Say them to your child. Saying the words reminds both you and your child that just because you had a bad moment does not mean you are destined to have a bad day. Do something active. Go for a walk, exercise, ride bikes, jump on a trampoline, play catch. Just all of that energy and, hormones and neurotransmitters and dopamine come bouncing out through the body and make anyone feel good. Take a break if possible. If you have a spouse or a family member or a friend that is able to take your child for just even a few minutes to give you a break, ask them. I know it can be hard to ask for help, but those few minutes away can dramatically change the rest of the day. Practice gratitude. I like to keep a gratitude journal. When you're having a rough day, force yourself to find things to be thankful for. As you rack your brain, which a lot of the time we do when we're going through those moments, you'll be reminded of the good things in your life. Actually, while we're on this tip, I wanted to hear from you. I want you to share in the comments, for those that are watching live, 3 things that you are thankful for today. So I'll start. Okay. I'm thankful for each of you for taking the time out of your day to listen here on this Facebook Live. I'm thankful for my team that helps me help you. You know who you are. And number 3, I'm thankful that my family and I have finally healed our guts and our bodies and now able to be the best version of ourselves. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What are you thankful for? Share in the comments. So if you're feeling like you've had a bad day, this is so therapeutic and can really help you reset. The next tip is to listen to music. Music is powerful and can speak to your spirit in ways that few other things can. I don't know about you, but when I go in the car and I turn on those blast the 80s and 90s music, might be some other music for you guys, but I always feel so much better. Number 7 is get a change of scenery. If you've been home all day, then leave your house. And I know right now a lot of us are home so much more, so it's super hard to get out of your home. But if something's not going right, get that change of scenery. Go for a drive, go for a walk, go to the park, change it up to improve everyone's moods. Or if you've been out all day, head home. Wherever wasn't working, change it up by changing where you are. Go outside, listen to music. Nature has a way of calming us. So listen to the music of nature, birds flying in the sky, and hopefully they're flying there, even though we're heading into winter, going outside is amazing. Do something you enjoy. So often us mums put everyone else's needs before our own, but on hard days especially, it's so vital for us to take care of ourselves too. Sit down and read a book, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Go for a hike. Paint your nails. Mine need painting. I don't know about yours. Call a friend. That is the best therapy ever. I know it can be hard sometimes to get even 5 minutes away from your child, but at least try. Set a timer and tell your kids you'll be available to them when the timer goes off. And number 10, write down 5 things you like about your child. On those especially hard days, it can be really easy to forget about the good aspects of our child's personality. But really, those hard qualities are like two-sided coins. They have the difficult aspects, but they also have the real positive aspects as well. Take stubbornness, okay, for example. One of the things that my son, or my husband, I've got to be a bit quiet because he's sitting right next to me, it sometimes drives me crazy how my son can seem like he's completely rigid and inflexible, but on the other side of that is persistence. Okay, without one, you wouldn't have the other. Take a few minutes to remind yourself of those positive characteristics, their wit, their persistence, their generosity, their friendship, their care, and their love. I want to hear from you again, and I can see that there are a number of people saying thanks. Well, I'll come back to that. I want to hear from you guys again. Share one positive quality of your kiddo in the comments. Remember, one bad moment does not have to equal a bad day. Don't allow an entire day to be ruined just because of one rough hour or morning or whatever the case may be. Which of the 10 tips, okay, I want you to tell me now, which of the 10 tips I mentioned to you are you planning to use the next time you have a rough day? I want you to tell me in the comments. I'm going to jump over to the questions. Andrea, I'm thankful for you. Oh, thank you. For my hard-working husband, and for my health and the health of my entire family. That's awesome, Andrea. Wayne Tracy Cantrell. Is it okay to ask the child if they are 13, what are they thankful for? Totally. I think it should actually be a daily thing for the whole family, or even if you don't have the time daily, do it weekly. Make it part of a routine, and when it becomes part of your routine, it becomes normal and people appreciate it. So I think that's a really good question to ask. Guys, have a wonderful evening. I hope that this helps someone out there, and hopefully your day tomorrow is great. But if it isn't, and if it doesn't start out well, remember those 10 tips that I just shared. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.